Essentially today, you would point to the fact that you make a lot of loans to small business as perhaps the most valuable contribution to the country now.
I think if there were ever any time in our country's history when this thing called free enterprise, which is largely, when finally analyzed, called small business, if there was ever a time when small business needed help, credit-wise, it needs it today.
Entrepreneurship has been part of the American dream for as long as the American dream has existed. Small businesses used to be the driving force behind the economic growth in the United States. But today, for the first time in 35 years, there are more businesses that are failing than there are those that are opening. According to an article on Forbes.com, 8 out of 10 businesses fell within just 18 months of it being started. That's a whopping 80% of all businesses crashing and burning, making this one of our nation's biggest economic problems. For Elizabeth Martinez, a young entrepreneur, the hype and undisclosed update on first business success was the perfect recipe for her to enter this world without properly being prepared.
Me and my sister started our business October 2013. It was the perfect location, the perfect spot, the perfect town. It was in our hometown. It was the downtown area where it's always busy. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too small, the location. The rent was perfect for the both of us. Everything was perfect. I actually came up with the idea because I went to FIT in New York. And right off the bat, I knew that this business was easy. Well, I thought it was easy, I was wrong. And we planned this through, we talked about it, and we felt like we were ready. Our mother has a small business. It's a beauty salon, and she's had it for 8 years now. So right off the bat, we were already getting ideas from her because of her small business. So we thought we were ready because we've watched her business grow, and we were there for the 8 years that she built the business. So because we saw our mother build this business for 8 years and it's successful till this day, we felt like we were ready, that nothing can go wrong. But we were wrong. The business was closed within a year of it being open. The business just fell apart. It didn't launch the way we wanted it to. It didn't get the attention the way we wanted it to. It was the perfect spot, but we didn't understand why the business wasn't going the way we thought it would go, or the way we pictured it would go. We realized that it was just all talk. We didn't really put in the work that we were supposed to put in.
So what are the main reasons first-time businesses are closing their doors at such a fast pace? What are some of the factors that are contributing to this trend in American business? At least for New Jersey residents, there exists some hope. Rising Tide Capital is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to revitalize local economies through entrepreneurship.
So Alpha Demolash and Alex Forster, who are the founders of the organization, met when they were going undergraduate at Harvard. They were both passionate about working in the field of entrepreneurship development, also wanted to work with low to moderate income populations. Alex actually grew up in New Jersey. Alpha grew up in Ethiopia and was an immigrant to the United States when she was a young child. They chose Jersey City and the state of New Jersey to start their organization because as opposed to, say, Connecticut or New York State, where there's a lot of support for small business development, there was at the time very little support for helping people to get started. So Rising Tide Capital is a nonprofit organization. We've been working here in northern New Jersey for about 10 years. What we do is we help people start and grow successful businesses. We do that in a number of ways. The most important way we do it is we have a 12-week small business boot camp for people who have a great business idea but don't have the experience or the knowledge to set up and operate a small business. And then we have a second level of service that helps people to get that business up and running and to help them become successful. As you know, there are a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs, a lot of people trying to make their way in the business world. They're doing it because they need to pay their rent and support their families, or they can't find enough employment to support their lifestyle. And so it's our way to help people become more successful than they would be otherwise if they just tried to do it by themselves. Many people who want to start a business are passionate about something and have a skill or a talent or want to provide some sort of service. But they may not know a lot about how businesses operate. Now, businesses operate in a very logical fashion, from the smallest one, from the hot dog stand on the corner, all the way out to large ExxonMobil selling oil across the globe. So typically the question of why people fail is that they can't get past themselves doing everything, right? So it's a self-limiting thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You hear so many business people say, I'm working, I'm not making any money. The best way to make money is not to spend a lot of money. So people get to the wrong stage of the business too soon sometimes.
Oh, it's going to be 2 years now since the store has been closed. But now I have another business, and I learned from Smash Gallery. With this new business, I put everything that I learned from Smash Gallery, I'm putting into this business. At first, I felt like I was a failure. Me and my sister never really talked about it. We just closed the business down, took everything out, and then basically never said anything about it because I felt like we failed at something that everybody was so excited for us. We were excited. And it was kind of a good thing at the end of everything, now that I look back, because that's what that's what you have to go through. You have to actually fail at things, take losses, and then hopefully you'll win some. You lose some, you win some.
In the words of Amin Ayad, be humble to see your mistakes, courageous to admit them, and wise enough to correct them. Elizabeth Martinez is living proof that failing is just the first step in gathering the strength to get up and try harder. Rising Tide Capital is committed to expanding economic opportunity by providing small business management, planning, and coaching. For more information on joining their Community Business Academy, visit their website at www.risingtidecapital.org. Go to their Programs Overview section and check their eligibility criteria. If you qualify, click on the Fill Out form and enter your information to be contacted by one of the Rising Tide Capital representatives for more information on their next info session. And to all my future business owners, good luck.